Hey sis, I'm Coach Lynn, and before I was ever a certified coach, before I started Inner Healing Life, I was a woman trying to survive a relationship that was draining the life out of me. This series is called The Hidden Cost of Narcissistic Abuse. And if you've ever been blamed for someone else's outburst, if you've ever questioned your memory, your sanity, or your self-worth because of how someone loved you, then I want you to know this space is for you. This is part one, and we're naming the thing that many women don't realize until they're deep in it. You don't even know that you're bleeding. I want to be real with you for a second. I wasn't just manipulated. I was yelled at. I was screamed at. And every time I stood there frozen, shaken on the inside, he'd eventually calm down and tell me I made him do it. You made me yell. You know how I get when you don't listen. I wouldn't act like this if you just communicated better. You see, I didn't realize I was being conditioned to believe I caused his rage. So what did I do? I walked on eggshells. I over-explained. I apologized for things that I didn't even do. I lost myself. And maybe you've done that too. Shrunk yourself down to survive someone else's storm. Let's talk about it. What you were doing was fawning. It's a trauma response. It's when your nervous system tries to protect you by people pleasing, appeasing, shrinking, staying small just to avoid conflict. It's not weakness, it's survival. But here's the cost. You lose your voice. You lose your joy. You lose trust in your own instincts. You become so used to living in emotional chaos that when it's quiet, you feel anxious. That's not peace. That's trauma. Here's where it hits hardest for women of faith. You start to wonder, where is God in all of this? Did I miss his voice? Am I being punished? And then comes the enemy's favorite strategy, shame. He'll use that toxic voice to convince you that if you just submitted more, prayed harder, fasted longer, that he would change. But sis, God is not the author of abuse. Yes, we are called to love, to forgive, to endure. But God never calls you to be a sacrifice for someone else's sin. You are not Jesus, and even Jesus didn't stay where he wasn't received. I remember one night after a particularly explosive episode, I locked myself in the bathroom and I slid down the door to the floor and I just cried. Not pretty tears. I mean gut-wrenching, body-shaking sobs. And I whispered to God, is this what love is supposed to feel like? And in the quiet, the Holy Spirit didn't give me some long answer. I just felt a deep knowing. This is not what I died for you to live in. That was the beginning of the shift for me. So let me check in with you right now. Do you feel confused all the time? Do you dread their mood swings and tiptoe to keep peace? Have you started to believe you're the problem, even when your spirit is crying out that something is wrong? That's not you being dramatic. That's your nervous system. Your soul and your spirit is screaming, we're not safe here. Let's bring this back to God's heart. He doesn't just want to heal your heart. He wants to restore your identity. Isaiah 61 says he came to give us beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, and a garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. That means this trauma does not define you. This abuse does not disqualify you. God is not only the healer of your wounds, he is the restorer of your story. So today, I want you to know you are not crazy. You are not to blame, and you are not alone. This is just the beginning. In this series, we are going to uncover every hidden cost, and then we're going to take it back. I want you to comment, that was me, if anything I said today touched a nerve. I want you to tag a sister who needs to hear this and subscribe, because in part 2, we're exposing the next cost, why you stop trusting yourself. God is not just healing you, He's rebuilding the woman that He created you to be. I will see you in the next episode.